we right now?
So we are driving on I-81 southbound to Carlisle Barracks for my brother's promotion ceremony.
Which is tomorrow.
We left, it's a 5-hour, 22-minute trip according to Waze. We left at 7:30 in the morning, and it is, what time is it now, see?
Almost 4:30.
Almost 4:30, and we are absolutely stuck bumper to bumper for the last 2 hours. The car's been in park, and we're in a blizzard.
Yes.
You can kind of see that there. So apparently, I've got my handheld CB radio, and I've been talking to the truckers and stuff, and they say that apparently 2 semi-trailers at mile marker 105 jackknifed into each other, destroying the trucks.
And blocking 2 lanes.
Blocking 2 lanes, and then at mile marker 107, 2 cars slammed into each other as the traffic backed up, so they had to get wreckers for that. But we've got the CB radio that we're keeping in communication with. We have our handy latrine facility, which has been helpful to, there's still a little bit in there.
Ew.
Which has been helpful to solve the...
helpful for you.
Helpful for me. We're going to have to worry about Cindy if we ever get moving here, but it's been 2 hours of just complete standstill. People are walking their dogs. I had a nice conversation with some folks up there. We've been kind of trying to keep the snow off the windshield to some extent. And
we're hoping to get moving before it gets dark.
I guess the snow is letting up a little bit, which might be a good thing, because there was a point in which I thought if we ever did get going, we weren't going to make it. So we'll see if we get moving here at some point in time. We've got food. I've got my emergency supplies, which include emergency blankets, rations, water, matches, tow straps, everything you could possibly need. I've got my reflective vests. I get my CB radio.
Just seen 2 cranes go by and a flatbed truck, so I'm hoping...
No, not a flatbed, all right? We're on CB radios here. It's called a skateboard. You have to use the proper terminology. So we've seen a few bears go by, smoky bears. My handle is Luv Sub, by the way, in case you're wondering, of course. Luv Sub actual, Cindy's Luv Sub 1.
We're in hopes that the cranes signal better results.
But yeah, it's been over 2 hours, and we have not gotten out of park, except for maybe 50 feet.
Yes, that was to move the lanes over so that the cranes could go by.
So, just had a plow go by. You can see the difference in the snow versus us who's just been sitting here. How's it going, C?
Some idiot just drove up behind the snowplow in a hatchback.
Right, because supposedly the right-hand lane is closed.
Look at that asshole coming down through doing about 60.
That's the CB.
So there's the CB. You can see right now it is 4:35. We've been here for 2 hours.
Yep, and another one is going to be coming up, they say. People are just being jerks now.
Yep. At least the snow's let up a lot.
Yeah, it's doing all right.
Not too bad. You can see northbound is still pretty rough.
That's all. Same thing. We haven't moved.
So what are you, just kind of hanging with your Kindle?
Yep, just hanging with the Kindle.
Alright, so that's the latest status. We might be moving, but apparently everybody is now stuck in the snow ahead of us.
Yes.
So.
Dude, I've been driving 5 hours. I've driven 90 miles. I don't feel so bad about my 180 now. That's freaking ridiculous. I left the 24 down there at 11:45.
Ah, we're moving.
Oh, look at that.
We might be moving. At least an inch.
An inch or so. So let's see how we go.
Now what's going on?
Well, the plow came through and plowed the right-hand lane.
Everybody moved over.
Everybody moved over. And they closed the left lane, and everybody got into the left lane because there was no one there.
And thought they were moving.
And so now they've locked.
What's going on now? Oh, shut the up already.
You know, having a CB, it's very useful for situations like this, but regardless, it's entertaining. Eastbound, down, loaded up. Obviously, this guy's been doing this for 10 minutes and no one's listening to him.
Yeah.
Loaded up and trucking.
So now we've lost whatever momentum that we had.
Right.
I think we have.
We moved a mile. We went from 62 miles to Carlisle.
Left lane goes to jackasses.
There's a couple of them. The truck has its own built-in CB radio. This is our portable one that we use as a backup in the truck, and whenever we're with the Honda. And like I say, we would never, even though everybody's got it's like, why do you have CB radios? You have cell phones. Like having a ham radio when you have a laptop. I mean, there's situations in which it really comes in handy. So. Well, let's go back in the park where we've been for the last 2+ hours.
All right. Well, I guess they didn't get the message.
Didn't get the message. We'll give an update here shortly.
Rich is scraping off the car again. We are at a standstill yet again. Rumor has it that more cars wrecked in front of us, blocking the middle of the highway. So we are again waiting to see if we can move. And it's not helping that these guys in the trucks and other cars decided to take over the left lane, because if anybody is hurt, there's no way for the emergency vehicles to get through. So, well thought out guys who took over the left lane because you couldn't wait. So, here we are again. Well, at least we're moving. Not sure for how long. Some people got off at this last exit. So, it's the first exit we've seen in 3 hours. There's a truck stopped on the right there.
We've seen a bunch of trucks off,
yes.
Other four-wheelers off.
And it looks like northbound now is stopped for some reason. Oh, I'm just hoping we can get somewhere. As far as I can tell, we haven't passed any jackknifed vehicles yet, but we'll see.
All right, so as you can see, we are stopped at the main gate to Carlisle Barracks after a 5-hour and 22-minute trip that ended up, supposedly, 5 hours, 22 minutes, took 12 hours, 10 minutes, and it's still counting, but he's just doing the background checks to make sure that, yeah, you can see that.
It's 7:41.
And we are so close to our destination, but he's just checking to make sure that husband and wife in a 1997 CRV with Vermont plates are not terrorists.
And
Vermont driver's license are not terrorists, which we are not, obviously. So, yeah, it was a heck of a trip. Lots of trucks jackknifed. They were spewing all kinds of snow on us.
A lot of cars on the side of the road.
We
Ditches.
We stopped at a rest area for Cindy to go to the bathroom, and I mean, we could barely walk. I don't even know how we drove here. We could barely walk. So.
I was not going to use the peanut container.
Yeah, that would have been.
The peanut container is pretty funny.
Yeah. I just got that. It was a peed nut container. That's pretty funny. So anyway, we'll just kind of end it here. I think the plan is, we'll see. We'll get some different fun stuff to do. This is a great area to do stuff. And as soon as they determine we're not a threat to national security, I guess...
we're on our way.
Yeah, right now, the Donald's getting an email asking if we can be let in. And hopefully that'll happen.
Okay.
So, see ya!